Hello everyone, this is Archive12, and today we are completing our journey through this Singularity. Divide Music dropped 3 songs yesterday and 1 song the day before. We have reacted to Planet Zero, Wandering Traveler, and Singularity, and now we are going to Sunlight. This is the conclusion, I imagine the epic conclusion, of what Divide started months ago. And I look forward to seeing exactly what is in store for our Wandering Traveler today. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because it will be pausing. I will be talking about it. Also, down below is a link to my Patreon. You'll find longer form reaction videos to various anime and TV shows, including Solo Leveling and Surreal Estate and Dragon Ball Daima and Dr. Stone and whatnot. And without further ado, let's get started. Let's finish this journey. Let's wrap this up. It's already starting with epic, like, science fiction vibes, which has me super stoked to hear what the rest of the song is like, because I love that synth style music that is oftentimes associated with space travel. I don't know what it is, but it just feels right to me. It feels good. And so I am already excited for this.
Have I opened my eyes for the first time? Something so familiar, yet so hard to define. Have I closed the door now for the last time? I can see it even clearer, just settled in my mind, son. Light. I remember it so well. The sight, the taste, the touch, the smile. No one else, just by myself. Eyes on the clear end, more than a feeling. Oh, sunlight, sunlight, sunlight.
Ooh. It picked up from like the epic synth vibes to like a rock song, which I really like the escalation of that with the percussion. The vibe for this definitely feels more like, it's not necessarily, at least at this moment, I'm not getting I'm finally home vibes or I've made a home here. It's more reminiscing of what he's lost rather than what he's gained. Which is kind of sad, you know, if you think about it, because it's depressing to think about the fact that he's literally lost everything that he has ever known. But at the same time, he has gained what looks like to be a pretty nice place.
With my own expectation, then hasn't the story been told by my own fabrication? Rules are only played by those who create them, and fools are only made by those who forsake themselves. One reality, no space at the seams. I've lived that summer, and I've seen all I can see. I remember it so well. The sight, the taste, the touch, the smile. No one else, just by myself. Eyes on the clear end, more than a feeling. Oh, sunlight, sunlight, sunlight.
It is a little depressing, I will say. Like it's inspiring, both a combination of hope and a depressed feeling. Like, I could see that the traveler probably is trying to find a semblance of normalcy. I will say, unless that shack was provided for him by the Singularity, that is a pretty nice marvel of engineering for a single person. I will say that. I feel like that log cabin home to be able to be put together by a single person, that's actually pretty impressive. That looks like a really nice home. Um, but I could see this both being like reminiscence as well as acceptance. I could definitely see this being looked at as the traveler has finally come to terms with his situation and is finally starting to view Planet Zero as home, but is very much missing Earth. Which again begs the question: what was the Singularity's purpose of bringing him here? Like, it was the Singularity lonely? What was going on? Was the Singularity looking for a friend, and it pulled a guy out of space through a black hole in order to bring it here? Because there are like, I was expecting some questions to be answered, and there's still some questions that I need answered. So Divide, could you tell me the story? Please, I'm begging you. Tell me the story of like the concept of this journey. Am I right or am I wrong about any of the theories that I have posed in any of my videos? Because like I said, I've always viewed Always Hating Goodbyes and To the End as being like the first two in this journey, just because it feels that way to me. Always Hating Goodbyes being like, I don't want to leave my family, but I've got to. I've got a job to do. And To the End being, this is me going off into this grand adventure into Earth. I know that's not what they were intended to be, but that's how I view them. Especially since we started listening to Mayday and all the other ones. And then after Mayday, that's when everything went wrong. So like, I know that those aren't that's not accurate, but that's how I've been viewing it in my own little headcanon. But with the rest of them, like, tell me the story of Singularity. Like, spell it out for me, because maybe I'm just sleep deprived, or maybe I'm just too dumb, but I'm having a hard time picking up the clues, like getting the questions answered. The music is astounding. Like, I am blown away by how high quality this song is. All the songs, really. Like, everything about these songs have been inspiring and calming and dread filled at times and anxiety ridden, and it brings forth a wealth of emotions depending on which song you're talking about. And I thoroughly enjoy what's going on with that. I really enjoy how the songs like present themselves and how good they sound. But when it comes to the story, I feel like I might be missing something. So if you could tell me what the story is, you could tell me like what each song is about, even if it's just like a single summary, like a single sentence summary of each song, I would really appreciate that. I feel like I'd have a clearer understanding of the vision, because I understand the vision to a point, but I think I'm extrapolating things that I shouldn't be extrapolating, and I want to be correct. I want to know exactly what your intentions were. So, yeah, if you watch this and you could describe that to me, I would appreciate that. But then again, as I say that, I also realize maybe he's not done. Singularity might be the first in several projects that might continue the traveler's journey. So maybe I'm not meant to understand yet because we haven't gotten to the next step. Ooh. I love the strings in the background. The strings are so cool. They're like so subtle, but they're there and they make a difference. That sounds so good. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit. There we go. And the guitar too. That was good. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. That was a fantastic ending to this part of the saga. Now, will we get more? I don't know. And like I said, there are still a lot of questions that need to be answered. But as of right now, I really do think that that was an incredible journey that Divide just took us on. And I thoroughly hope that sometime in the future we'll get more to it, because I would love to go back to visiting the Traveler and seeing what he does. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I am Mark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.